got something sad to report. Holly kicked me out of the house. I'm now living on the back deck. All right, she's living with me. We locked ourselves out on the back deck. So I'm going to take out the screen and she's going to lower me down. That's a big drop. Then I'm dropping you out. And then how you getting in the house? The garage? Take your phone. You can unlock the front door. Do you have the app on your phone? Yeah. Why?
I did. Probably never reinstalled it.
Oh, God. So what's going on in your world? By the way, I can't discuss details, but there's a big shoot tonight and tomorrow, and then part 2 should be done for release. I'll probably do it 4th of July, so I'm a little behind. But what else is new, right? I'm a disappointment to you all. I work hard for my money, so hard for it, honey. I work hard for my money, and I was fucking singing. Go ahead. What were you going? Hi, Ronnie. What were you going to say now that you interrupted my flow?
I was going to say, and I think I already did, so I answered my question.
What?
I already told you about that coffee.
Yes, the Nescafe Ice.
Yes.
At Walmart.
I couldn't remember if I told you.
You know we have a Keurig in the box out there for iced coffee?
Yeah.
Never even fucking open the box. I'm going to give that away on here. We don't need it.
Don't forget when you do giveaways, you got that thing. Remember? Because we have 2 of them.
What thing?
You saw it in your office. I'm not going to say it, so it could be a surprise when you do the giveaway.
Oh. You.
Yes.
Okay. Hey, Debbie Fanslaw Bernhardt. Hey, how are you?
I finished that book.
That 1,300-page book, you're an animal.
It took 10 days.
That's an average of 130 pages a day. What size font?
This.
It's unbelievable.
Like a 7.
How you feeling, Deb? How you feeling, Ronnie? And how's Bill? No, Veronica's husband. You got the grandchildren this weekend, Ronnie?
Oh, you can complain about the bear. Go ahead and complain about the bear.
Oh, hey, Phil. Hey, JXL. Let me tell you something. We started watching The Bear, the new season. Looking forward to it. Disappointed is what I'll say. The first episode was just recollections, food preparation. It's fucking stupid. And what was the second episode?
The non-negotiables, basically.
Oh, that was stupid too. The Boys. I've watched an episode and a half. That sucked.
You like House of the Dragon, though.
House of Dragon's okay.
What? The second episode I thought was amazing.
What happened in the second episode?
That was the whole thing was exposition. Everything was just like machinations in the background.
Look, I only have a bachelor's degree. Machinations, exhibition, exposition. My God.
I thought it was great.
The Bear, and then people that just binge watch something, Now it's 13 episodes, I guess the bear will be.
It was. It is. I thought it was 9.
Well, 9, so that still means that they would have watched 4.5 hours worth of shit.
The lady last night that I was watching, she created a TikTok account just so she could complain about it. She stayed up all night and binged the season.
And these people are bitching about it. They say they're too much, you know,
Too many
montages,
memories,
flashbacks, memories.
too much time on the side characters.
Too much time on the side characters.
Carmi is an asshole to everybody on the show.
Debbie says she's feeling really good.
Good. I'm glad you're feeling better.
Well, if you feel good, I feel good. Evil, I haven't watched, but it looks good.
We have watched it.
What was that?
A couple episodes.
Oh, then we didn't
With
like
that
it.
guy from Lost. No, I didn't say we didn't like it. We just never got back to it. Archer, you do not need to go back out. You've been out 3 times in 2 hours. That's enough.
Look at Sable's asshole.
I don't-
She's over there in the corner standing up, and her asshole puckers
She was
when
not,
she pants.
she was not feeling well yesterday, but I'm happy to say she's back to her usual self today. You really are gonna make me take you out again.
You love my game. Well, you like Dread Central's game, or whoever made it.
God fucking damn it.
They don't even answer my
Somebody punch in the face.
my messages anymore.
Fuck them.
She's fired up. I apologize for her filthy mouth. So I told Howie I needed a pot today.
You're not gonna tell them.
I'm not going to tell them why, but when I told her why, it erupted into laughter for several minutes.
You will be happy when you see it.
What the hell? Is my battery low? Oh, how's the battery that low? 20%. Oh God. Let me get the power cord here. Can you bear with me for a minute, folks? I want to plug this in. A bottle. You see that stapler? Well, the screen around the bottom of this porch, a section of it's coming off over there. I brought the stapler up from downstairs. No staples in it. I do have staples, though. No damn staples. Woo! Oh, that fan's too cold. I'm cold. Don't you call me a puss in front of my people. Hi, J-Lo. Hi, Adam. Who? Oh. Oh, they're getting divorced? Uh-oh. It looks like Jennifer Lopez and what's his name? Ben Affleck are over. Are they? Well, when they start to, I'm going to have to cut them off and put them in a brown. Have you guys heard of that? Where you take your tomatoes and you put them in a brown paper bag and they turn bright red. Hi, Russell. Um, so yeah, apparently Benifer is over again. Sable's not listening to her mother and coming in. So, this week in July is one of my favorite weeks because it's 4th of July. So even though it gets busy down here, everything slows down because next weekend, well, some people have taken off Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday just to have a whole 10 days off. But I also like to take and watch Jaws during that week. Sable! And so I'm looking forward to that. But I'll also be finishing. But it's like exciting because Friday nights, like I work every day in the home, but Friday nights begins like a process over the weekend where I tend to get so much done. And like tonight, between tonight and tomorrow, I should wrap up um, part two, and then it's on to part three. And I'll probably wind up releasing that like Wednesday, possibly earlier. I'll let you know. Hi, Emma. Tomorrow is Alex Kittner's Remembrance Day. Okay, you have to explain to me what Alex Kittner's Remembrance Day is. Emma, Bad Ben 14, Part 1 was released. Part 2 is being released this week. And Part 3 probably before the end of July. I have a lot of Part 3 already done. Scott, as of today, finished week 3 of his training. It's on badbentv.com, Emma. Oh, the first boy that was eaten in Jaws. Tomorrow. It was June 29th. Oh, I remember seeing that. Did I see that in the theater? I'll tell you a memory I have. Back, my father was a television repairman, and we had the worst television on the planet. First of all, we had one of those big console TVs on the floor, but it didn't work. So on top of it sat a TV that worked, and I think it was like it was a 19-inch, which was fine for us. Now it's like if you don't have a 55-inch TV, you're a loser. Not necessarily. I know a lot of people that only watch on their computer, but yeah, Bad Ben no space TV.com. That's correct. And we had in our living room that console TV, and we might have had it might have been a 27-inch TV, which you were living if you had a 27-inch TV, and but probably not. It was probably 19, and we had Prism. Remember when you used to get HBO? It was a box that sat on top of your TV with a knife switch on it that you used to have to put the TV on channel 3 and then switch it over um, to watch the premium channels. Well, we had Prism, which was before HBO actually, and it went on to eventually be bought by Stars, but it was like a Philadelphia-based company. Anyway, Jaws was playing, and we invited over our cousins from the other end of town came over, and my sisters, me, my mom, my dad, my cousin, his wife, and their 4 kids, all in our living room, dining room, watching Jaws on the TV. And petrified, little. And when they were scooping out the chum, Roy Scheider was throwing out the chum out the back of the boat, and the shark came up. I peed. No, I didn't really.
You know they're doing a remake of that, right?
Did you know of Jaws?
Rob Zombie.
Is doing Rob Zombie's doing Jaws? That's just
I know. I don't like any of his movies.
J Lo said that tomorrow is. Hang on, let me get this right. Is Alex Kittner's Remembrance Day? He was the first person to die in Jaws.
I know the girl that
The
died.
first boy.
The girl that died at the beginning died in real life recently.
Yeah. No, Emma, they're not free. It's $6 for a whole month, and you can watch all 14 films.
You been putting stuff off with the squirrels?
No, because I want to get a pole out there.
The way you were looking at me, I thought it was somebody that I knew personally, and I felt terrible.
No, when J Lo told me it was Alex Kittner's, I thought, oh shit, am I supposed to know who this is? And
So you did it to me. That was nice. Look at the cover of this book.
what I can't really say it. What
It's
is it?
older. It's a sci-fi thing.
Oh.
He's in space, bitch.
They are, well, Emma, if you go to badbentv.com and you go to pay, you sign up, and then when you go to pay, it'll convert the British pound into the US dollar. Hello, heathen. Adam said they met Jeffrey Voorhees. Yes, that's his name. That's the kid that played the guy that played Alex Kittner. Isn't it funny that his name's Jeffrey Voorhees?
Like Jason Voorhees.
Mm-hmm. So when I'm doing my scene tonight, can you stay out here with them?
Very nice out. And tomorrow it says it's supposed to be 83. You said it was supposed to be hot.
Oh well. But what I'm saying is tomorrow I can shoot anytime because I'm shooting downstairs.
It's I think in the 10-day there's only like one day that's over 90, which I'm fine with at the end of June.
Yeah, it's warming up though next week. As long as the humidity doesn't come.
Yeah, well, no, it was October.
Oh, thank you for the donation, Ethan. That's a cool name. You know, you already donated, so I don't have to butter you up. Do I get loads of visitors to my house? Not so much in the past year, but we used to get, you know, every couple weeks a carload would stop by. Oh, Heathen is Ethan. Ah, see that? Isn't that a cool name? Ethan, Heathen, Heathen, Ethan.
All my friends are heathens. Take it slow.
Must be a song.
21 Pilots.
How's it go?
All my friends are heathens. Take it slow.
Yeah, but I need the beat. Hello, Term. Thank you for being a new member. All my friends are heathens. Let it go.
Take it slow.
Take it slow.
Who's in Suicide Squad?
Let's take it slow mean like.
No.
Oh. Isn't that a cool name, Ronnie? I have a grandson named Ethan. Heathen is the nickname my mom gave me when I was a kid. Oh, I'm sure that makes for a fun visit to the psychologist. We saw Dr. Melfi counseling Tony Soprano today. Speaking of
She was
psychiatrists,
not happy with her last scene in the show.
I don't remember it.
I haven't seen it. I just there was like unusual facts about the Sopranos or something that popped up.
You know, I try not to get political, but oh my God, last night's debate.
Have you seen his rally today though?
Yeah, people are rallying again. You know,
No, I mean in North Carolina, he had a rally.
Biden,
Yes,
yeah,
and he did very well.
yes, and
I know, I understand.
people do not, debates are stupid,
I agree.
but people need, I guarantee you, a large percentage of people don't even know a percentage of what any of them did. And let me tell you something, everything Trump did wasn't wrong, and everything Biden's done wasn't right.
Yeah, but Trump told 36 lies in an hour and a half, and they didn't fact check him on anything until after it was over. Somebody said he had an accident on stage. That you can hear it on
Who?
Trump.
Oh, that, what, he shit himself? That's bullshit.
I thought it was funny. But do you think they're going to replace him? Biden?
I don't know.
I think they might.
Because the fact of it is that if you look at if you actually look at what he's done, it's pretty impressive.
Yes, but
People
looking at
don't
that.
look at that. They look at,
An 81-year-old man.
well, and he's 78.
That doesn't matter.
You
The
know what would
Trumpers
happen?
don't care about that.
Can I tell you, is, even though this guy's nuts too, that Vishwami or whatever his name is, he's the from India, but he's U.S. citizen, born here. He was one running for the Republican ticket.
Oh, I know who you mean.
I would love to see it if Vishwami and Gavin Newsom were the candidates,
Yeah.
the Republican and
They were
Democrat.
saying Gavin Newsom and Pete Buttigieg.
Pete Buttigieg is fucking brilliant, but a lot of people still have a problem with the gay thing.
But but there was a bunch of people still saying, in order to avoid another Trump presidency, they would vote for Biden if he was dead.
That, well, they might get their wish. Who knows? Emma, are you in the UK? Did you say? Then why do you give a shit about who's running for president over here? I don't give a shit who your prime minister is. I'm sorry.
What is she saying? Something nasty?
No, she's just saying that. Oh, politics is just nuts. I'll tell you. All I say, folks, is research these people and get to know. I don't even know at this point how I'm going to go in November. I know who I'm not voting for. I just, oh my God. But, there are people that suspect the plan is to replace both Trump and Biden. And they said evidence of that is the fact that a presidential debate was held so early. Never has a presidential debate been held so early. And I mean, it was even held before the Republican National Convention and the Democratic National Convention before they've officially been. I mean, that's never happened. Normally, the presidential debate takes place. Sorry, Emma, you just won't shut the fuck up. I had to get rid of Emma. I apologize for those of you that had to witness that.
I know. I knew that was coming.
Those of you, well, she said Murdoch wins elections because of Murdoch. No, Murdoch makes 787. I don't give a fuck. Now keep the secret edition under wraps. But you're right. I'm glad you got it. God, that took forever. J Lo and Ronnie were the first two people to order the Frankenstein starter kit, and then I lowered the price right after they ordered, and I just had to make sure my margins were there, so I lowered the price, and so I refunded them the $5. I lowered it. Well, that took it out of my placed orders, but didn't say fulfilled.
I got you. So you didn't
So I
realize
shipped everybody's orders. I was all bragging and shit about it. And then last week, on the same day, I get an email from J Lo and from Ronnie in their typical sweet tones. Hey Nigel, did you email? I still haven't received my friend. And I said, yeah, I emailed them. I sent them right away. I went back and looked.
Did
Loser, Nigel.
well, how long did it take you to realize? So they emailed
Well,
you?
they ordered the last week in May when I first put them up for sale. So
Well,
anyway,
it's a good thing that you have very nice, compassionate Benites.
I heard a rumor that JFK Jr. is still alive and will be Trump's vice president since they were best friends when he was alive, and Princess Diana and really Melania in secret. LOL. Kaylee, whatever you're smoking, send some over here. Let's see if I don't have the commercial on this one. The Frankenstein starter kits, folks. They're in badben.com/shop. They're, I think, $14.99. It's I have a nice commercial for it too, but I don't have it here. It's a squishy brain. It's
Give
two
your squishy
hands.
brain.
Is there any besides the secret ingredient? The squishy brain, two hands, in a felt bag. Is there anything else besides the brains and the hands? Don't tell about the secret thing.
Nice bag that it's in.
Yeah, Katie, people believe the earth is flat. I believe their heads are flat. Oh, God, don't get me upset. We got the storm, but it just rained. There was thunder, but no. You see, where we are, let me explain this geographically. If you go straight that way, and straight that way is the ocean. Straight that way is the Delaware Bay, where it starts widening below Philadelphia. So it spreads out, and then the Delaware Bay goes out to the ocean. Cape May, which is straight that way, actually is a peninsula on the state of New Jersey. I don't know if they call it a peninsula, but that's what it is. Um, Scott was Jackson. We actually shrunk down and put in the Frankenstein starter kit. That was the surprise. Adam revealed it. So anyway, with the water that way and water this way, when thunderstorms come across, what's happening at GC's? The thunderstorms will break up. a lot of times. If it's 5 or 10 miles north of here, they stay together. The problem is we will get lightning, but it's on that side of the house. So if I'm sitting on the front porch, I can look out and it's cool. But where we get the best money shot is when the storm is on that side. So it's got to come across Delaware and then across the base of New Jersey. And we get lightning and thunder out there. But when we do get it on that side, it's usually pretty intense. And that's the shot I've wanted where I can get out front and I can film it. But, well, it's 7. Hey, Google, what's the temperature?
Currently in Egg Harbor Township, it's 71 degrees.
71 degrees. Oh my God. Actually, I do have something I can use, but I want to get it fresh. That's okay. I got stuff. But tonight is a big shoot, but most of it will be tomorrow. Don't go changing to try and please me. I love you just the way you are. Whoa. Yeah, well, it was warm earlier this week, and last week we had our version of a heat wave. But Ronnie, come on up. We got room for you and Bill. Just give me a day's notice so I can wash the comforter because it's covered in Sophie's white fur.
It's like an added bonus.
Bonus! Kaylee says I have the voice of an angel. The kind
Drunk angel?
A what?
A
No,
drunk
not a
angel?
dark angel.
I said a drunk angel.
A drunk angel.
Oh my God. Son of a bitch.
Look at this. Oh, it just ended.
She licked. Look at the phlegm on my glasses now because of her.
You wanted her.
You.
I
wanted
had
her.
no plans to get
You
her. Done.
wanted her. It was all you. Oh, Jesus. Oh. I do not consent to being filmed.
Holly was under attack from Sable. Sable, for some reason, loves to tongue Holly's face.
She stepped right in the middle of my throat.
You know what my saying is? Any loving is good loving.
That fucking hurt. Good thing I don't have an Adam's apple.
You don't have an Adam's apple? Because you're a chick? A
What?
true chick?
Last time I checked, I was a chick.
Why is it that they haven't found a cure for baldness yet? You know what's coming up in my feed all the time now? LED hats
Why?
for hair restoration. They're these red LED lights. They say, oh, they stimulate follicle.
I'll stimulate your
They stimulate your follicle. You're out of control. I shot a big scene last night too, and Holly came down to see the carnage.
Yeah, I was impressed.
She came down and said, "Did you pee yourself?" I said, "How dare you?" I did not. I shit myself though.
Well, I didn't want to like embarrass you that much.
I've been getting threatening emails now that I have 48 hours left to shit in the bucket and send it back.
Don't do it.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take one of the dog turds and put in there. And they'll say, well, the good news is you don't have colon cancer, but you need to stop eating grass. You've got worms. So next week's the 4th of July. So who's making it a 4-day weekend?
You know, I've told you this many times, but it bears repeating since we're about halfway through the season. I really do not like Carmela's hair on The Sopranos this season.
You've mentioned that.
I already said it.
And I think women need to support each other.
I don't need to support shit.
You know, the way you're laying over there since I brought up your recliner this year out here, you are like a bit of a diva. She's laughing.
Thought you were gonna say
Jennifer
something.
has to work Friday. Where's she work? Don't tell me where, but tell me what she does. I probably know this, but. And give me her boss's number and I'll call in and I'll say, I'm her Uncle Nigel. I have nodules. She needs to come help me. Nigel with nodules. Can you imagine the doc? Yesterday, I had a doctor's appointment, right? And it was supposed to be my physical. You know what he did? He came walking in the room and said, "Yeah, your blood work all looks good. How you feeling?" I said, "Good." He says, "Okay, let me see you. Let me see you in a month." Brave Pills said, "Just joined. You making a new movie?" Nah. Yeah, I am. Working on one now. Just join what? This chat, or did you join Bad Ben TV? I proofread for a language translation company, is what Jennifer does. So, do you read the English version? Oh, you just joined this chat. Man, I'm surprised how many mortgage companies and title companies are taking the 4th and 5th off, and we're stuck working on Friday. What do you do, Ethan? Heathen? Are you a realtor? Is that why mortgage companies and title companies are affecting you? You can do no settlements? Well, welcome to the chat, Brave Pills.
He's so cute.
Are you sure you're not my friend who creates different accounts and then comes in? Oh, now finally I have high blood sugar. I compared the translated versions to the English source material. I'm not multilingual, but I was trained what to look for in each language. Sounds complicated. I speak English and jive, and I also speak stupid. I know the language of stupid. Can I tell you something, Kaylee? Oh, good, Ronnie. Then I'll come live with you and Bill. How about? Kaylee says someone in America has no idea that this weekend will be the last weekend that they will have all 10 fingers with the 4th of July. Can I tell you who I know that blasts fireworks off like crazy on New Year's and 4th of July? My neighbor, but that's not the only one. Scott does. Yes, that was an airplane. Very good, Ethan. That was a classic airplane reference to speaking jive. And then I had to film a little video for a friend the other night. He needed something.
Oh, that's what I was going to ask you. You mentioned your video.
A friend of mine who is a chiropractor, I'm very proud of him. I knew him before he was a chiropractor, and he worked very hard. He asked me to film a testimonial for him. So, and it's going to be on his website. So I said, so it's got to be professional. He said, do you think you could shoot a video like that? I say, fucker, can I make videos or what? I said, how dare you? So anyway, I said, can I film it shirtless? And he says, I was hoping you would. Now, I was just being funny, and he thought I was joking. So when I filmed the testimonial, I did it naked. And you know, in Benign, where I come walking in the back door naked, and I have the thing swinging between my, representing my
I think you can say the word.
appendage. And anyway, so I sat on the stool, bare ass naked, and I hung that thing from between my legs, and I blurred it out. And then I said, yeah, I use his services, and it's really good, and blah, blah, blah. And I just made like a 10-second video of that. And so I said, are you online right now? I said, yeah. I said, I'm sending you a test just to make sure it's what you wanted. So about a minute goes by, and he texts me back. He says, perfect, you hit the mark. And then he was laughing. So I did the real one. Let me tell you, that Leslie Nielsen, I think that was his name, was just had such comic timing. He a Naked Gun and Airplane.
Hello.
He was just so good. There it is. Sable's on top of her mother again. Now, Sable can get on Holly, and Archer doesn't lose his mind. But if Sable gets on me, Archer's going through his daddy phase.
Sounds bad.
Right, Arch? You want to come over here? So look, everybody's over there. They can't see you. You're a dark blob in the background.
How dare you call him a dark blob?
Now he's to you, Mama. Mama.
What?
Hi. Aunt Ronnie said hi, Archer. Let me move this over here. Oh, that's so much more comfortable. Now you can look at my chin fat. So, what's everybody plan on watching this weekend? You got The Boys on Amazon. You've got The Bear on Hulu. You've got who knows what's being released this weekend streaming. I wish Michael was in here so he could give us a recommendation for POV horror. And next week, you've got Bad Ben 14, part 2. 2. Now, I have to, here is one spoiler. You will see Frankenstein in part 2. Ronnie says Rig 45 was good. What? What?
90, this bitch, I don't believe what she's saying. She said 99% of domestic cats have cat herpes.
I don't believe that. I do know feline AIDS is a thing.
She was saying how if a cat has her tail up in the air and swishes it, it means they're very happy.
Well, good for her. How I want to know the cat that told her that.
Sophie.
Feline diabetes is a big thing too. Fallout. Have we seen Fallout?
Oh, but there's dogs in it.
That die?
At least one does.
No, we won't watch it. There's
Played
a
the
dog
game.
that dies in it. Adam, we watched Cold Meat the other night, which was really good.
Cold meat.
Cold Meat.
Stop. You do not need to go out again. You pooped already.
Did he poop?
Yes.
My God, that's all I do every day.
Poop.
Film, clean up dog shit. The good news is, folks, that the lawnmower repairman came and picked up the riding mower today. Cherie! How many babies? Dog meat ends up being fine in Fallout.
Oh, he does?
That's what I trust Heathen and Brave Pills. Is that a cat or his paw?
No, that's a basset hound.
Yeah, but what's that up near his side?
That's just him. That's his paw.
Oh my God, he's enormous. Only one yesterday? My God, what people, let's see, it's June. So that would have meant last September, October, they had to be going to the boneyard to be cranking out a kid today. So September, October must be slow times.
The honeybee population is now at a record high with 3.8 million bees. Bee colonies.
I thought there were problems with
But
honeybees.
this year, it's up. So it's going up.
Congratulations, everyone. The honeybee population has rebounded and is at how many?
3.8 million bee colonies.
3.8 million bee colonies. Thank God. Did you see my picture on Instagram yesterday? Where I had, oh, this is what Nate had made fun of me for. Because in my video, I said water. And he laughed at me because of. We did surgery on a baby in the womb, though, which was cool. I saw a video of that one time where they actually, opened the stomach and the baby was in that bubble and they did heart surgery. And then they closed her back up and the baby went on for another few weeks till it was born. But I posted a picture on Instagram yesterday. I was watering my tomato plants, and I turn after I put water at the base of it, I then turn it to mist, and I mist the leaves. And we've got wasps that tend to build nests under this deck, and we got some wasps that fly around. We got a lot of bumblebees, but not too many this year. And when I was misting the leaves on the tomato plant, one of the leaves captured a bunch of water, it puddled, and a wasp landed there, and you could see it drinking the water.
Martin Mull died.
Did he? Martin Mull died, from Mary Hartman, and tons of other shit. Good night, Brave Pills.
Good night, Brave.
Peace be with you.
And also with you.
Peace. Peace, Brave. They did a blood transfusion on an unborn baby.
That sounds stressful.
I wonder if I would be what's considered today a hydroencephalitic baby with my gigantic head,
Stop it.
where they would put shunts in to drain fluid, and I might have a normal size head. God, I'm looking over there right now, and I just say, I'm looking over there at Mrs. Biggins, and I say, there is a God. He broke the mold on you, baby.
Probably a good thing. Can't. I really can't.
Why don't we muzzle them? They are really good dogs. They are just very, very, very into their humans, meaning us,
The humans.
and they don't like other people coming near the car or near us. So is the baby okay after you did the blood transfusion? That's amazing. In the womb. Isn't it amazing?
Much amazing, yes.
You should see my buddy Matt's baby. She is now in her giggle phase, and she stands if you hold her hands. I think babies are the funniest when they're in diapers and they're just learning to walk, because they'll take a couple steps and they'll fall on their ass, but it's cushioned because of the diaper, and it's like nothing. If I was to go down like that, you'd be calling 911.
Or I just leave you down there.
Well, like today, we were at ShopRite, the grocery store, and I went in. When I parked next to the outdoor cart return area, because it's in the shade. So I always stays in the car with the dogs. And when I'm walking up, I see a guy right next to the van in that cart area sweeping up. And I'm thinking, oh shit, she's probably losing her mind. And she wasn't. And then I opened the door and I said something like, oh, I hope she wasn't barking too much. And he starts talking to me. And she's right there with me. And she's not barking. Archer's worse. She will lose her mind inside the car when she sees like someone like, and that can be a seagull or a plastic bag they'll bark at. But when I open the door, she'll sit there wagging her tail, but he will back up in the vehicle and let out the scariest damn bark. She's done that with Rodney at the vet. He's done that. And I mean, I take them in there and the vet like clips their nails and aspirates their anal glands. Yes, I said it. I'm sorry. But and he's fine. But he's so strong. She laughs because he drags me back to the car. He drugged me out to the car when we adopted him. Our neighbor is a drummer who likes to keep the windows open in warmer weather. Is it at least entertaining or is it annoying? We have a house next door on that side, which is now an SPCA clinic. And they had a family living in there. And they had a family living in there before it was the SPCA clinic. And they had a band that used to practice in the garage with the garage door open. And we could hear them. But the family that lived there, they came by one day because they found the father and his daughter came by because they found a goat and wanted to know if it was ours, and it wasn't. It was our next door neighbor. And he had said where they had a graduation party for his daughter. I remember driving by there in the morning and there was like 10 or more tents outside because the house is small. So the kids all stayed over, like they had a sleepover and they were all out there in tents, which was cool. But they had a DJ or something. He says, "Oh, I hope we weren't too loud." Said, "We first of all, you're not right next door. You're through the woods. And plus, we're inside with the air on. So we didn't really hear it." And I said, "But it's cool." And then he was telling me how religious he is, but he's got a baseball cap on that says FUCK on it. Speaking of that, Amazon, the high school is about 4 miles away from here, and we can hear them practicing. And about 3 miles away from here, in the month of October, the local fire department has it's called Terror in the Junkyard. It was an old junkyard that they cleaned up years ago, but they have a haunted like hayride and all kinds of attractions in there, and we can hear them through the woods. In the fall it tends to be quiet out. There's no you don't have crickets chirping and night noise. And I could sit on the front porch and hear a chainsaw running and a train whistle. Oh, and summer night, actually, probably tonight. I would say it'll probably start at 9 o'clock. Straight out that way is a big bay that separates Atlantic County from Cape May County. And on the bay is a restaurant called the Crab Trap, and they will have an outdoor band. We'll hear them. And through the bay back here, we'll hear speedboats. But it gets way crazy busy here with traffic and all. So we just like to sit in our house on the back deck, especially nights tonight, which are like so mild. And I'd be out here watching a movie tonight, tomorrow night, if it wasn't for we I have to get this film done for you. He's gotten slightly better over the past couple of months. Well, that's good. Drums are kind of, drums are great in a band, but standalone, I don't know. Guitar solos with a singer are great. Piano with a singer like an Elton John or a Billy Joel is great, but drums are a pain in the ass. It's just my opinion for what it matters. I don't know how. Where's Squatch when you need them to answer a motorcycle question? The motorcycles, I mean, I don't know if they can't hear the noise because they're like in front of it as they're moving, but they're so loud. And like when they ride side by side, they're not behind it. Somebody's behind the sound. And I don't know. I guess the helmets here is you must wear a helmet in this state. The worst is people blasting their stories. What's that mean? Well, the way our house is situated, we're like about 100 feet from the street, but next door is like 300 feet back from the street. So the back of our house, it stereos. Okay, I got it. Is the front of their house, so their backyard is behind over here, and they will get out there and use the lawnmower or the leaf blower. I mean, it's not like they're not doing it at 11 at night or they're not doing it at like 7 in the morning. That's usually me at 7 in the morning. So, yes, the guy finally came to pick up my riding lawnmower today and he took it over to fix it. Well, we had a guy here in the township 2 weeks ago got killed on a motorcycle he owned for 3 days. He was going down this road and a car was pulling out of a side street and was blinded by the sun and they pulled out right in front of him. He ran into the side and he died. And you all know the story I've told you before, that out front of here, where the guardrail is, a motorcycle fell on its side and the guy was decapitated. Well, are you blaring your car stereo, Cherie, with the window shut? Sable, come on in. Sable, come. Yeah, well, if your windows are shut, that's all right. But these kids with the I had a kid that worked for me, was a cameraman for a while, and he would blare his stereo, and I could feel the hair on the back of my neck like vibrate because he had one of those subwoofers in there. And but these kids who pull up behind you, and I always say kids because you normally look, it's not normally a 40-year-old, but they're back there and it's boom, 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 boom. The main time I listen to my to like Apple Music or something is when I'm mowing the lawn because I don't want to hear the roar of the lawnmower. Or if I want to hear that I'm getting an email or a phone call, I have my no, because I got to wrap up here in about 5 minutes and prep for you know what. Yeah, we don't have the the mailman doesn't play music that I hear. The FedEx or UPS don't blare music. But man, they always look hot, meaning sweaty. The UPS people, those trucks just look so hot. Tom, where the hell have you been? Hello, Nigel, Holly, and all from our actor friend, Tom Kelly. The people that occasionally are blaring music are the like the DoorDash drivers. But what happens is, I don't know. I've seen joke videos about this, and it's true. Are you ever looking for a place and you got to turn down the radio? Like it affects your ability to say it. The one thing that annoys me though is when it doesn't really annoy me, but it kind of does, is when a DoorDash driver or a delivery driver comes here and they have their AirPods in and they're talking on the phone to someone.
Yeah, that's rude.
You ever see these videos of the delivery drivers that give people shit because they didn't leave them a tip? So that's why we started. I we would always give them cash as a tip when they get here. Um, but I started thinking, what if they think this son of a bitch? They're not tipping me, and they spit in our food. So that's why we now put the tip in with the order. And now these, when you go in places and you go to pay, they then come up with a tip, like 10%, 15%, 20%. And like in the case of the pretzel factory, when we would go pick up pretzels, it'd be $4 for 5 pretzels, and I would always pay them $5, or I would pay them, yeah, $5. But then they got this new payment system where it's a tip of 10%, 15, or 20%, and so hitting the 20% is only 80 cents, so they get less of a tip. But like this crumble, their cookies, which are excellent, are like $5 a piece. And when you go to check out with your credit card, they're asking you for a tip amount, and it's 25%. Like 10, 15, 20, and 25%, or 15, 20, 20. I always pick 20% because 25% is just ridiculous. By the way, the tragedy of the wrong Dunkin' Donut orders has been corrected. See you, Cherie. So, in 2 minutes at 8:30, I'm going to log off because I'm going to go prepare for tonight's valuable shooting experience. So I enjoy the time. You all can see, since those of you that have been in here, like the Fitches, since the beginning of the broadcast, you can see how it's gotten dark out here. So, and the days are getting shorter now since the 20th of June, and they will get shorter up until December 20th. That's why I like filming these horror movies where I need it dark, because I can start shooting at 5 o'clock in November. So anyway, folks, it's 8:30. Thank you for spending time with me. I'll be back tomorrow, but know that I'll be working my ass off for you tonight. So thank you for being you. See ya. Love you. Bye for now.